the defending champions. You are in the round of 16 now, a chance maybe to progress to the next stage, and maybe just your thoughts on the opposition as well in that summary. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Yeah, again, games are coming quick. Fortunately for us, we have 1 week to prepare this one, and again, having the opportunity to play in Orlando, I think is a opportunity for us to perform in a better way, in a different than the last time that we were there in a PSL fixture. So it's nice that this game in Orlando is coming soon. It's coming quick after the last derby, and understanding that it's a knockout game. So, like I said several times, we don't think so much, or we don't see ourselves like in an advantage situation because the opponent is playing in the second tier. We know the story about these games, and we are preparing ourselves with the maximum respect for the match, because we know that it's not going to be an easy one.
Thank you, Coach. Let's take questions from the floor, just by a show of hands. I'll take the first one. Do we have any hands? We also have media there in the overflow area. Don't worry, Coach, they can see you. There's a screen there, so.
I guess.
Yeah. Do we have any hands there at the back? Okay. Yeah. In the main room, do we have any hands? Okay. Tamba Shabalala, can we get a mic for you? Or maybe you can use this one.
Coach, you go straight into the cup after playing a very taxing derby. Looking at how the boys are, automatically they should be in high spirit. What more do you do then to keep them focused into this match where they're now going to play a lesser opponent in terms of their stature?
As usually, one of the problems in competition for a team like us is the distractions. If we want to be a good version of ourselves on Saturday, we need to be focused. It goes without saying. And the distractions after the derby are many. People still talking about that, you guys still talking about that. And it's normal, but we need to quick find ourselves, visualize ourselves playing the next match. The FIFA break is coming as well. Players also going to the national team. So there's many factors, elements that can suppose big distractions, and when you are distracted, you don't compete in your best. So it's our responsibility to keep them in the right track, to keep them motivated and understanding the responsibility for us on Saturday, because we want to be in the next round. We want to make sure that we can continue defending the trophy that we got 1 year ago. And like I said, it's our responsibility to keep the feet on the ground and do an extra effort this week before we go to the break to make sure that people can continue being proud of what we are doing.
Right, we'll take the next question. If you can just get the mic. I'm not seeing any hands here. Right, Velile. Nyandu, SABC.
Yes. Thank you. Coach, welcome. I know that previously with other teams you had to go and find the information for yourselves. Do you think that these things have worked in your favor now? Because I also managed to watch them, Hungry Lions, their past 2 matches against Milford and also recently against Tuks, as well as a hard running team. What have you found from what you've been looking at?
No, it's this time is much more easy to get information about the opponent. So in that sense, the game is balanced. We know each other very well, I guess, both sides. It's a typical South African team from the second tier with skillful players up front, a good combination of experienced players and talented players, well organized, with a clear shape orientation, really based in their structure when they are defending, and with capacity to create problems in transitions. They have speed, they have quality, and on the day we know the way that these games used to be, with every player running an extra mile on the day and willing to prove and to show that they are capable to deal with a team like us, like Pirates. So we know it's gonna be difficult, because it's a cup game and the cup is different, and in 90 minutes everyone can, with the right frame of mind, I'm sure that they are going to be a competitive side. So we need to prepare ourselves for every possible scenario, like it happens the last season, like I said already in the previous press conference before Crystal Lake, that on the day it doesn't matter. It's not about the name of the team, it's not about the name of the place, it's about who wants to be in the next round. And we need to show that we want to be in the next round during the 90 or 120 minutes that is possible to play there.
Take the next question. We have question, maybe just check at the back there. Do we have any? Yes, we've got hands there. Just can't see who. Oh, it's Chloe.
Chloe Grace from Vision View. Coach, question. We saw Alison Dodd in some of Emerson Derby, so perhaps talk to us about your health bill going into the weekend.
How's mine?
Your health bill, injuries, injury update.
It didn't change so much. The situation of Evidence Mahopa, Paseka Mako, Bandile Shandu, and now we got the suspension of Tabiso Levitso. He came to the team with 3 yellow cards from Chipa. He showed the 4th one against Kaiser Chiefs, so he's not going to be part of the game. And that's all in terms of casualties or little injuries. Everybody else, it's available for the match.
I think she was also asking about Olisa. Is he?
Olisa,
okay
no, he's fine. It was something minor, so luckily he's ready to compete again.
Thank you, Coach. Do we have any questions? Any further questions that side? Lawrence?
Coach, it's so many 3 times. Obviously, one of your key players that's really grown under you, Patrick Maswakani, got called up to the national team, and the national team coach said he's really grown under your leadership and might be able to become an important player. Just how much have you worked on him to see him flourish like this? Because obviously he didn't score professional goals in South African football before joining Orlando Pirates.
No, it's not me as a coach. I think it's the environment, is the players around himself, is the way we try to play. I think he benefits of of that, both things, more than the. I don't like to get the credit of those transformations or improvements. It's everybody around the players is there to try to help them to get better, to make them feel confident, to trust themselves first of all. If they don't have the level of confidence that Tito used to show in the games, there's nothing to do. So I'm happy for the boy, because it's not easy to make it, to play in Pirates. It's not easy to do it in the way that he's doing. Hopefully he can continue improving, because I think there's space for him to be more complete, to be a better player, more consistent, and I think it's going to happen. He's a guy that loves to play football. It's easy to see, and with that approach, the only thing that is going to happen to him from now till the end of his career, hopefully in 10 years or 12, is improvement. So I think his best version is still coming.
Okay, Coach. Last round of questions, if there are any takers. We all covered, all good. Okay. Second round for you, Mr. Mnyanu. Good Velile here.
Yes. Coach, maybe continuing on that development of the national team. On Monday, Coach Hugo Bruce complimented you as PSL coaches, especially for the introduction of young players. Maybe when comparing to previous seasons, this particular season we've seen more young players, particularly teenagers, coming into the space. From an Orlando Pirates perspective, what informs your plan of introducing these players? Do you maybe wait for a moment where there's no demand for, there's too much pressure? Because I've seen how you've brought in some of the players like Relay and others before.
No, Relay, if I'm not wrong, he came last season in the second half of the season. He came straight to the start 11. He played 90 or 80 minutes against Royal AM at home. So, and right now we continue with the process. The process is not a straight line. There's up and downs for different reasons. They have to come, assimilate what it means to play for Pirates, assimilate the feedback that they will get from every angle, from the media, from the fans, start the second step, which is usually after the first introduction, and getting all the feedback and all the things that you have to go through, and there might be a second push, like it's happening right now with Relay. I'm using Relay as an example. But it's not about age, it's not about young players, it's about talented players. It's about players with the talent to play for Pirates, which is not an easy thing. So we will continue the same with the players coming from development or coming from different clubs. I think, well, Tito is still a young player, 25, now Mbata also making the first steps, Taviso Monjane, Karim Kimbwiri, even Monapule, still young. Today is his birthday, by the way. So yeah, we're glad to see those young players with hungry to still improving the history of the club, improving their own history, and we need that kind of ambition, we need that kind of players, and sometimes we have to accept also that we have to pay some bills because of their introduction in the team and in our plans. And like I said, the door's still open for our development players as well. They are doing a good job in the DDC. I think you all know the different names or different potential players for the next season or next 2-3 seasons. And from our side, the door will be always open in the moment that they are ready and they deserve to be there and compete with the ones that already showed that they are good players for the team. So it's a never-ending process. It will always be the same, and we try to help them because put the players to play 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and to say that yeah, we are helping and we are pushing and we are giving opportunities to the young players, I think is not the correct way, in my opinion, just to get numbers and records and that credit. We need to do it when the player is ready to be consistent in the team, not just to show the face and then you don't get news of the player anymore.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. I think we'll end it here. Thank you. All the best for
Thank you.